War is not what you think it is. It's not the glory you've been promised, nor the triumphs sung about in old songs. War is chaos. It's suffering. It's the cold, harsh grip of reality stripping away your illusions of honor and righteousness. Before you go to war, there are things you need to understand. Lessons that only the old and battle-worn know. So sit down, listen carefully, and let me tell you what war truly demands of you. First, understand this. War is not fought on the battlefield alone. It begins in the mind. The greatest victories are not won with swords or bullets, but with strategy and patience. A young soldier rushes toward the fight, eager to prove himself. But the old general knows that the battle is won long before the first clash of steel. You must control your emotions. Fear, anger, and pride. They are weapons your enemy will use against you. If you cannot master yourself, you will be an easy target. Calm your mind, steady your heart, and strike only when the time is right. You must also understand that strength is not enough. Courage alone will not carry you through the battlefield. Many brave men have died with swords in hand and fire in their hearts because they lacked wisdom. Strength without strategy is like a blade with no edge, useless when it matters most. Study your enemy. Learn his weaknesses, but more importantly, learn your own. A true warrior knows where he is vulnerable and protects those weak spots with discipline and preparation. The enemy will search for cracks in your armor. Don't give him any. And remember, patience is your greatest weapon. War is not won in a single battle. The tide of conflict will rise and fall. There will be moments when retreat is wiser than advancing. A young soldier sees retreat as weakness. An old general knows it's a strategy. Sometimes the best way to win is to survive and wait for the right moment to strike back. Victory is not always about overpowering your enemy. It's about outlasting him. Let him exhaust himself trying to catch you. Let him waste his strength while you conserve yours. When the moment comes, you will strike, and he will have nothing left to give. Beware of pride. Pride has killed more men than swords ever have. The moment you believe you are invincible is the moment you are most vulnerable. An old general knows that even the strongest warriors can fall to a single mistake. Stay humble. Respect your enemy, not because you fear him, but because underestimating him will cost you everything. Victory is not about proving your greatness. It's about surviving to fight another day. Trust your instincts, but don't be ruled by them. In the heat of battle, fear and adrenaline will scream at you to act. But acting without thinking is how you walk into traps. Train yourself to remain calm when chaos surrounds you. Focus on the objective, not the noise. A true warrior does not react, he responds. He controls his emotions and uses them as fuel rather than letting them drive him toward destruction. Know that war will change you. You will not return the same man who left. The battlefield will take pieces of you, pieces you may never get back. You will see things that will haunt you. You will lose brothers in arms. The weight of their sacrifice will sit on your shoulders long after the war is over. You will carry their names and faces in your mind forever. That is the cost of war. Do not go into battle unless you are willing to pay that price. Finally, understand that peace is the true victory. The goal of war is not to keep fighting. It's to build a future where war is no longer necessary. An old general knows that the greatest triumph is not winning a battle. It's ensuring that his sons and daughters never have to fight one. If you go to war, do so with the intention of creating peace, not destruction. Fight with honor, not hatred. Build, even as you tear down. And when the war is over, lay down your sword and find peace in knowing that you fought not for glory, but for something greater than yourself. So, young warrior, if you choose to go to war, go with open eyes and a steady heart. Fight with wisdom, not rage. Strike with precision, not recklessness. Lead with strength, but rule with compassion. And when the dust settles and the battlefield grows quiet, be proud not because you fought, but because you survived, and because you fought for something worth defending.